about today, or with this demo, which you can hear about, is at Footprint. We've really been working to provide a lot of GameFi solutions for games studios that want to bring their games on chain. And that's what this demo is about. Today, I'm going to show you what we have at Footprint, some of the solutions we came up with, and hopefully implement them with you guys and Square Enix and really kind of blossom a really great partnership here. So going forward, we really have about 4 different really great solutions, right? Tackling these 4 departments, like for development, right? So with development, we really can provide you with high quality, scalable, and real-time data, right? It's really important when you want to check out transactions or airdrops or anything like this, that we provide you with this high-quality, real-time data, right? For marketing, we've done some really cool things when it comes to wallet addresses. And what I mean by that is we got some really informative, accurate, and traceable addresses or address solutions, and I'll go into this a little bit later. Operation-wise, we make it really sweet. Essentially, what we can do is we can provide cross-chain metrics that are really insightful for low cost, but we can also implement different dashboards all in one place so that you don't have to keep going from here to there, and I'll expand on that a little bit later. And then we also provide some research and analytics, right? So with this, it's structured, comprehensive, curated data for your research needs. So going first about the actual development, we have 2 different APIs. So REST API, so you can quickly get the data you're looking for. And some of those REST APIs are for balance, wallets, tokens, NFTs, GameFi, and chains. Or if you need a more, customizable, robust API, we also have the SQL, the SQL API for you guys to get you more unique metrics, right? Such as like in-game NFT asset data or more in-depth metrics regarding your tokenomics. So too, regarding the marketing here, this is what I was talking about with the wallet API. So it actually helps you locate our target audience, right? So we provide segments and wallet profiles. And I'll have a demo of this a little bit later, but this is pretty sweet, right? So being able to actually segment your users on chain is awesome because of the whole decentralized nature of everything. Being able to actually get a demographic of your users is pretty sweet. And that's really useful for, say, live mint monitoring or airdrops. Campaign analysis as well, because with segments, you can see if someone is trying to game your campaign compared to if there were a genuine user. Going over this slide again, we're talking about our wallet API. And what's really cool with our wallet API is we can actually segment your active users. And why this is really sweet is because, of decentralized nature of blockchain, right? You don't actually know your demographic. You don't know a lot about your users. So with the wallet API, you can help segment these users, give them different tags, and it's useful for NFT live mint monitoring. It's very useful for airdrops, right? Because last thing you want to do if you're a founder is airdrop your tokens to a bunch of bots. So we'll get that out there. And then it's also really good for campaign analysis. So if you are running a campaign through like Galaxy, for example, or Link3, we actually can monitor that on chain so you can see if any of the users are gaming your campaign. So next, this slide is pretty quick. So just talking about operations, right? You can see at the bottom here, just all the different types of dashboards that can go into one spot. So you're not constantly searching for different dashboards. All the dashboards that you want and that are important to you can be right there with one click. Right. And the last one for, analysis and research, you guys, we really have some great, with the data, we can pretty much provide you with any kind of metric that you're kind of looking for, right? Some good examples are just a GameFi market overview, right? I'm sure when you're launching, you want to be able to see how the market is and pull up previous examples. Another one is game ranking. Game ranking is pretty sweet because I think most users, when they're looking for new games or when you're doing research of new games, you want to see the top ones, right? Which ones are having the most users, doing the most transactions. And then you could do industrial intelligence, right? Monitoring bridges, comparing overall market volume, sort of stuff like this. And then game comparison, right? So see, there's some competitors with the game you want to release. So why not compare the two, see how they're doing, and see maybe what kind or where one game is doing better than the other, and see how you can take the best of both and put them into your game, sort of deal. So now I'm just going to show you guys some case studies, some other projects that we're working with, and how we're working with them. So going first to Planet IX, this one is really kind of the most exciting one off the rip. So it shows off everything, all the features that I talked about before, and then it shows off that nice operation with all the different dashboards in one spot. So at first, we just start off with the general game overview, right? Taking a look at transactions, volume, accumulated number of users, just a very kind of general overview. But this is where it kind of gets spicy, you guys, is this gamer analysis. So when we get this loaded up, this is where you guys can kind of add in your custom metrics. So for example, super users, right? I think this is a really cool metric, right? This is based on, if you guys want to see the logic real quick, but it's based on users who do transactions with over a certain amount of their token, right? So they're considered a super user. This is examples of more of the kind of customizable on-chain data metrics you can make. And then, of course, you can see wallets holding picks, players and speculators, really just kind of cool metrics that you don't generally see. Kanako, I'll pause here for you to translate.
Oh, that's awesome.
We could check the logic really quick, but summary of it is users who have done transactions over a certain amount of the native token. All right, so that's it for these three examples here. And then I wanted to showcase Planet 9 a little bit more because Planet 9 really utilizes our Footprint API to its full potential. So one thing that they do, right, is that they leverage community engagement, right, tracking user behavior, rewards, and on-chain statistics, right? So you can get insights into stuff like loyalty, right? How loyal is everyone to your game, right? You can get deeper insights into player retention, right? I love that metric, by the way. I love player retention. And you can also kind of get a sense of honor from your community based on, you know, these different tracking of on-chain behavior, right? So. And the last part here, this is just showcasing the real-time API, right? Getting all of your data real-time, showcasing it on the homepage. I love when protocols do this, by the way, because it gives me way better sense of trust, right? I trust the devs way more when I'm seeing their metrics right front and center on the homepage. Right. And this is kind of nearing the end of the presentation, so just kind of showcasing what you guys can get from Footprint. Is our API, which we have the free version and the SQL version, game dashboards, right? So with that Planet 9 dashboard that I showed you guys earlier with all the different dashboards, we can do this for you, no problem. And it's really easy for you guys when you're building to embed these dashboards on your website. We make it easy. And then we also provide, actually, I'll finish here. I think it should be good. We also provide marketing support. So that means we'll do media releases with you guys. I host Twitter Spaces all the time, and I'd love to get you guys on Twitter Spaces. A good example of this was MCH Verse. I got them on our series called Deep Dive, and then it went from Twitter. We turned it into an article, and then that article actually went on to CoinGecko, which is really sweet. So these are just kind of other co-marketing examples that we can do as well with the development package up there as well. Yeah, that kind of just goes over to this. So we have a really great content marketing team. We've done 45 plus industry reports, over 700 articles, and we get a ton of exposure, over 500K on average. through different platforms. And then we also post or have tabs. There we go, tabs, news tabs in these other media platforms. And then, of course, when we host our events, whether it be Discord, Twitter, or the podcast, we post everything on YouTube too. We get pretty good engagement. So, and looking at the partners is just CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko, ABGA, Delphi, Crypto Times, which I'm sure you guys know in Japan, and EQ. So, some other companies that we're working with, some other protocols. For GameFi and NFT, we're working with Mochaverse, Planet 9. You've seen these guys. Platforms, Animoca, Double Jump, Polygon, Harmony, Oasis. For research-wise, we talked about that a little bit in the last slide with CoinGecko, CoinMarketCap, Biosyn. And then we also work with some financial institutions like Trusta, NeoSwap, GoPlus. Yeah. And pretty much the last slide for you guys is just some of the benefits of working with us. We really provide you with a lot of different functionalities to bring to your ecosystem. We're reliable. One thing that I should talk to you guys about is our data accuracies at like 97%, which is really good. We got a really experienced team. The core team at Footprint has worked together for 11 years. So you can really trust the experience. And we have a lot of different chains, which is super nice for you guys. And the last thing which you guys can benefit from is just ease of use. We make data dashboard building easy. Yep, I'm all for it. That's it. I'm all for questions.